incredible job the two managers have done. Martin Scott only 4 games into his reign, and Paul Sturrock, whose side were 14th when he took over. Richie Humphries, Sheffield born, a United fan who ended up playing at Hillsborough, scored 3 goals in the first 4 games of the 96-97 season, which had Wednesday on top of the Premiership. Success today, and he could be facing 2 of those opponents, Leeds and Leicester, again next season. It's Hartlepool in the change strip. How ironic would it be if in the season of Brian Clough's passing, the club where he launched his managerial career should attain new heights at the expense of his last club, the one he led to 2 European Cup triumphs, Nottingham Forest. It's Gavin Strachan, and now Matt Robson, and this is Thomas Butler. First intervention from Glenn Whelan.
That's what you want early on as a player. Get your first tackle right, first header, the first pass out. Very important to settle the nerves.
There's criticism of the pitch that it was too slow yesterday. Butler has just lost his footing on it.
Well, I watched the game yesterday. I couldn't believe how many times the ball got stuck between players' legs. It didn't run. They were passing the ball. It wasn't quite getting to the intended man. So they have watered it. Let's hope there's a little bit more zip on it.
Atmosphere of great intensity, and Sheffield Wednesday have to bear the burden of that expectation. Headed by Richard Wood. Strachan with the miss kick. That's Brutt. Now Chris Westwood. Whelan. Helped on by Rocastle. And Westwood just beat Lee Peacock to the punch. Heckingbottom unable to keep it in. Richard Wood, who scored a goal against Hartlepool in a draw when the two met in the League Cup last season, a game that ended on penalties with Hartlepool winning. Both of these teams hoping it doesn't get that far today. Back by Porter. Now Barrett. Lee Peacock who came in. Peacock, one of the players who disappointed Hartlepool last year. He was part of the Bristol City team that knocked them out in the playoff semi-finals. Although Peacock didn't see that game through to its conclusion, he got injured before the end. Bullen has come forward from the back for the free kick here. And it's Heckingbottom who aims it forward in his direction. Bullen, who could be playing his last game for Sheffield Wednesday today. There's talk that he may return north of the border.
You wouldn't want to lose him. He's been magnificent for them this season, a great leader.
Heckingbottom's throw. Bullen, having looked disinterested, suddenly became interested again. 33, the oldest member of this Sheffield Wednesday side, the oldest player on the pitch.
Certainly doesn't play like it, that is a fact. It's interesting you mentioned Peacock and Quinn. The pressure a little bit on them two now that McLean's back on the bench. I think was a surprise to everybody. Nobody thought he'd got a chance of appearing in any shape or form in this final.
It's Nelson. Now Butler. Important tackle from Whelan. Westwood wasn't found wanting in terms of pace there against Quinn, and managed to steer it enough to safety, and Quinn's conceded the free kick.
Well, the assistant was very close to that, Quinn, saying he's not touched him. We'll see here, good battle in midfield there, good tackling. Westwood falls asleep a little bit, has to sprint at the end, and here we see Quinn just chasing it down. I'm not so sure there's much contact there.
Bullen's header.
Didn't these two qualify in different circumstances? Hartlepool, rearguard action, unbelievable. Tranmere, more or less battered for 90 minutes, but Still had the resilience to come through on penalties, and Sheffield Wednesday, not the form team going in against Brentford, performed heroically in both ties.
Wood. Away by Bruce, that's Nelson. Kept in by Matty Robson. Boyd's won it. And it's Heckingbottom who emerges with it for Sheffield Wednesday. Now McGovern. Hero of the first leg of the semi-final. John Paul McGovern. Back to Whelan. Now Brunt. Couldn't find the ball that Peacock needed. It's Wood. Now Rocastle. Neatly sidestepped Gavin Strachan. Tried to line it up for Whelan. That was an important tackle, but it's been at some cost to Butler. He really has hurt himself in making it. This is Boyd. Well, both clubs here have injury problems because it was a committed challenge on Whelan by Thomas Butler, but both are hurt.
At last the ball's put out of play. They've both been down a while. It doesn't look good at all. Full-blooded challenge, just what you'd expect in something so important. Terrific timing there, nothing wrong with it at all. It's hurt both of them, and you do worry for the pair.
Thomas Butler, the other surprise selection by Martin Scott today. He didn't figure in either of the legs of the semi-final against Tranmere. But Whelan, his opposite number, has already put in a couple of important early tackles.
Just what you'd expect in the semi-final games. He was terrific for them. No, neither of the managers want to lose key players early in this game.
Fellow Irishman, Butler on the right there has actually played for the full Irish senior side. Whelan, the under-21 captain. Thankfully, any damage that has been done has been repaired sufficiently for them to return.
That's good to see. Early indications of the pitch, though. I've been looking at a couple of incidents where there's been a couple of runs, and it still doesn't seem to be getting away from the players' feet. They're trying to. It seems to be holding up. And if they'd say the water did, they should have got the fire brigade to do it, because it doesn't seem to have made much difference.
Well, it's something that's been a constant talking point at the Millennium Stadium, the state of this surface.
You may think that's funny, the fire brigade, but Derby County did that many years ago when Forest played them. They got the fire brigade on the pitch to make it in their advantage.
Here's Robson.
I expect the first 10 minutes of a game of this significance to be nervy, a bit frenetic. Everybody wants to settle down, and that's how it's going so far.
Well, nothing to choose between them really in the league, just a point and a place, the difference. Sheffield Wednesday finishing the higher of these two clubs. And it was 2 home wins in the league meetings. You also have to take account of nerves on occasions like this. The approach of both clubs has been very different. Sheffield Wednesday hadn't been to the stadium as a group until today, whereas Hartlepool came here to have a look around on Friday and actually came here for the first half of yesterday's playoff final.
And that's good strategy as well, because I walked out when the teams walked out, and you heard the shouts and the noise level in this stadium, and it makes the hairs on the back of your neck go up. It was tremendous.
Here's Butler. Rocastle just shields it from him and ushers him out of the way. McGovern trying to unleash Peacock, but Nelson in control. Well closed down there by Rocastle. He's made something of it. He's looked for James Quinn. And they'll take a corner out of that.
Well, he looks second favourite to get there, Rocastle, but made it his own. Put the pressure on Nelson.
Wood with a header back. Strachan got to it. Here's Porter. Sheffield Wednesday plenty over, but Boyd looking to link up with Porter.
But there again you see he tried to play the right ball and the grass, just for me, held it up.
Westwood. Barron. Here's Porter. Joel Porter, the supporters' player of the year. First start since the league victory over Sheffield Wednesday at Victoria Park last month, when his strike partner Adam Boyd stole the plaudits with a hat-trick. Barron looking for Boyd. Here's Nelson. Sweeney made the run through the middle. Rocastle. Closed down by Strachan. Bullen. The arm, it's a quick free kick that's been taken by Quinn. Shortage of support for Whelan, but he's pulled it back in there, looking for Peacock.
Well, intelligent play by Quinn initially there, took a quick free kick. Spotted the possibilities, puts it down, look, spots the run. And again, it just holds up nicely, but there he's screaming for help here, but he picks him out, Peacock, just gets ahead on, couldn't get enough on to direct it goalwards.
Sheffield Wednesday have switched their wide men over. John Paul McGovern's moved to the left, Brunt to the right. Quinn, now Whelan. Bruce. Away by Westwood. Glenn Whelan. Quinn. And Whelan goes on!
Well, what a good chance, and again the pitch playing little tricks on defenders. Tenacious battling again, headed back in, goes for the 1-2 Whelan, look at him, gets in there, gets his look, and look at the ball, just holds up. Maybe he could have done better than that. See it hold up for him, he's brave, gets his look, just puts too much on it.
Quinn seeking out Brunt, and he's onto it! Chris Brunt!
Well, crying out for a hero, he could have been one there, Chris Brunt. Again, it's Quinn's vision that makes it all possible. One touch, the defender slips, he takes too much time, tries to pass it in, and the keeper makes a comfortable save. He had too much time there, Brunt, too many ideas going through his mind. Do I hit it hard, do I hit it low, do I try and curl it round him? In the end, he was in the middle of two things.
Only 20 years old, Brunt, the former Rangers junior, is further ahead of Bruce here. On the ball again now, Chris Brunt. Looking for Whelan. Quinn. Whelan. Do Brunt any favours with the ball, but Butler has just bought Hartlepool a bit more time.
Again, though, it's the weight of the pass that's the important thing. On a normal pitch, that would have got there, but that, you just saw it slowed up and didn't give the player a chance.
Wilson with a header clear. Bullen and Rocastle almost in each other's way. Sweeney trying to get Boyd through here. Heckingbottom with a header. This is Porter. Humphreys. Away by Bullen. Barron. Humphreys. Now Strachan. Back by Sweeney. Bullen is there to clear. Westwood.
Very competitive out there, as you'd expect in a match of this importance. Good midfield battle going on. They get the bragging rights early in this game.
Butler's header out.
We keep mentioning the pitch, and I think it is playing a few tricks out there. And it's compare it like it's like the municipal golf course, and you want it to be like Augusta National and for the Masters. You know, you want that sort of pace, not the slowness we've got on it at the moment.
Quinn. Away by Westwood. It's Brunt. Peacock takes a stab at him. Westwood got himself in the way. And it came off Robson in the end as a corner.
Well, they're giving Brunt a lot of space out on that right flank. They've got to cut that down, stop the supply to him. McGovern's not really got into the game as he'd like to, but Brunt had a lot of the ball.
It's Brunt who delivers. Peacock climbs with a header. Good control by Quinn. Now Brunt, is he going to have a go?
Well, he thought he'd get his own back, but it didn't quite, unfortunately, for the previous chance.
Well, wouldn't it be a remarkable story if the man considered not good enough by Southampton should end up in the same division as them next year? Certainly his team seem to have settled the quicker here. They've switched back again. McGovern's on the right. Brunt has come over to this side, but it's Bruce who's making the progress here. Well, if he'd pull that back for James Quinn, then Wednesday could have been in.
Well, again, he gets a lot of time, a lot of space. He's just the final ball let him down.
In by McGovern this time. Peacock's underneath it. Again, good control from Quinn. Digs it out for Rocastle to hit.
Well, again, we've seen one from Brunt now, one from Rocastle. Again, it's got something to do with the pitch. You can't put all the blame on that. We see it coming here. Peacock wins it well. Great touch by Quinn again. Great awareness. Just teases it backwards. And again, it's just dragged across and bobbles. Can't get any purchase on it.
Craig Rocastle, the nephew of the late David Rocastle, player who was released by Chelsea earlier this season. Here's Brunt. Now Rocastle. Bruce. Aim for Lee Peacock. And it's Nelson away. Heckingbottom. Westwood. Played against Rocastle by Joel Porter.
Just can't get into any rhythm at the moment, Hartlepool. Sheffield Wednesday well organised, took banks of four. Closed down very quickly.
Humphreys. Wood keeping a tight hold on Porter. There's Boyd. Now Strachan. Humphreys. And playing it into open space. Peacock wanted the direction switch to McGovern.
I can understand Brunt's frustration there. He wants somebody to run into the channel. That's the ball that strikers like running onto, but it was one that was pretty direct that was wanted in the end.
too much of a chance to shine on the big stage so far. Rally was the deciding factor in the first leg of the semi-final. Got his first goal from a long throw-in. Humphries might eventually aim for him from this. Poor throw though, cleared by Peacock. Barron. Now Boyd. Kevin Strachan. This is Nelson. Robson. Now Butler. Goodman gets back just to hold up Matty Robson. It's Butler's cross.
That's disappointing. The first time they've got into a decent area to deliver good quality and straight into the keeper's arms.
Westwood. Strachan. Here's Lee Peacock. McGovern. Well, maybe he needed too much time in the end.
Yeah, and that's what's lacking a bit from both sides, that quality, that final ball in the final third that needs to be better. We know he can do it, we know he can deliver. McGovern.
Almost bears the name of a Hartlepool legend. Of course, John McGovern started his career under Brian Clough at that club. But neither McGovern or Clough reached the heights that this Hartlepool team could if they win today. Never before have they been above the bottom two divisions of the English League. Richie Humphries hoping to take them there. Joel Porter. There have been plenty of occasions already in this match when Sweeney has taken up a useful position in the box and they haven't been able to work it through to him.
Sweeney is the one man from midfield you know will get forward and join in. He's got 15 goals this season. That's a terrific return from a central midfielder.
Usually when he scores, they don't lose. In fact, he hasn't scored in a defeat since last year's playoff semi-final against Bristol City. Sweeney was the man who earned Martin Scott's Hartlepool a place in the playoffs this season. Bullen's header away. Back in there by Strachan towards Boyd.
Bank of blue and white stripes back there, protecting Lucas in goal.
Martin Scott's the first caretaker manager to lead a team into a playoff final. He may well have done enough to earn himself the job as successor to Neil Cooper already, but surely a victory today would put the seal on it.
I would think so, and people will say, well, all the hard work was done, Neil Cooper had done it all. Yes, but we still have to raise the players after he's gone.
Again, it was Sweeney was the furthest player forward then for Hartlepool, just trying to unsettle Bruce and Lucas.
It's terrific when you've got a midfield player on your side who can do that, go beyond the strikers. I used to play with a lad called Steve Hodge, who was one of the best at doing it. He used to burst from nowhere, always in double figures from midfield. Takes the pressure off the strikers a wee bit.
Here's Quinn.
He's been impressive, Quinn. Starting very brightly.
Alex Bruce. Westwood away. This is Whelan. Bruce finds McGovern. No nonsense defending from Nelson.
Well, that's what they say he is, and that's what you get. That's what it says on the label. He was immense in the semi-final, though.
who's tasted pain in the playoffs before. 2 semi-final failures, one with Bury, one with Hartlepool. But he's as responsible as anyone for the fact that Hartlepool are here today. Humphrey flies.
Hartlepool need to get the wide men involved a little bit quicker. Humphreys and Butler. Sweeney and Strachan working well together in midfield, but can't get it wide.
Humphreys with the long throw, he's looking for Michael Nelson. Trotter took a swing at it, but he's going to break here to Gavin Strachan. Nelson trying to direct it back. Rocastle gets his toe to it ahead of Richie Humphreys. Brunt clears, now Quinn given something to chase. Gets in front of Westwood.
Good battle between those two there, totally committed. Quinn gets in good areas, intelligent striker. Westwood reads the game well.
Bottom lines up the throw, looking for Peacock. Whelan.
Humphreys just did enough to put Whelan off there.
Five years he had at Sheffield Wednesday, Richie Humphreys. He's part of the team that at one stage reached 7th in the Premiership. They seem long distant days now.
I know he can be an influence on the game, but not seeing enough of the ball at the moment.
Here's Heckingbottom. Quinn. McGovern. Strachan. Now Robson. Boyd. Push from Lee Bullen.
He said he went for the ball, but it was a foul.
Strachan's kick picked out Butler. McGovern belatedly got to him. Well, that falls short for Robson. Quinn having to try and hold off Westwood. Westwood has stuck pretty steadfastly to his task there against Quinn, but it's not an easy contest for him.
Not at all. He's going to have to concentrate for 90 minutes the way Quinn's playing at the moment.
Quinn looks to set McGovern away.
Quinn does do well. He drops into the hole, drags defenders out, creates space behind.
Craig Rocastle. Strachan.
Does that so well, Strachan. Actually breaks things up in midfield. Allows Sweeney to get further forward.
Whelan. Great ball to McGovern. He's looking for Peacock! And Westwood in the end was there to help his goalkeeper out. Good near post run made by Lee Peacock, even though he couldn't convert the chance.
Terrific play by both McGovern and Peacock. Good delivery, good attack.
The chances of being limited, but Sheffield Wednesday have had slightly the better of them.
They have. They're edging the play at the moment, but until they get that breakthrough, Hartlepool will feel the job's been done so far.
Strachan to Humphreys. He's gone to block the cross. And we're close to the half-hour mark, and Hartlepool have just won their first corner.
That's what you want to see from Humphreys, a bit of trickery, a bit of know-how, get to the byline.
tallest strikers, Boyd and Porter, but it make life uncomfortable for Lucas with their sheer presence in front of him. Nelson flew in looking for it. Cleared by McGovern. Now Robson. Back in towards Westwood. Porter had his arms on Rocastle. Free kick in. Playoff weekend builds to its climax tomorrow with Preston against West Ham United live on SkySports 1. Our coverage starts from 2 o'clock as those two clubs bid for the final place in the Premiership. It's the final place in the Championship that these two are competing for. Sheffield Wednesday, after a 2-year absence, Hartlepool have never been there.
Impressed by the way Sheffield Wednesday started the game. The expectation levels from their mass following are huge, and I think they responded very well to it.
Here's Butler, who may be about to go off. He's been struggling since that early challenge with Glenn Whelan, and Avian Williams is poised to come on. Sad blow for Butler, a player who's only joined Hartlepool this season from Sunderland, but a proud moment for the man coming on, who is a Welshman. Avian Williams, who missed out on a call-up to the senior team with Wales because of an injury in the playoffs last season, gets his chance at the Millennium Stadium anyway, with 2/3 of the game left, and with a score still 0-0.
Well, we know about Williams. It's like for like out there. Experience, will score goals, will join in with the front two.
That's short. It's a good recovery from Wood to get across in front of Joel Porter. Interesting to see if Humphries and Williams switch. Williams does often play on the right, but he has started on the left. A nice pack applied to the right knee of Thomas Butler. It was that challenge with Glenn Whelan earlier that forced him to go off. Robson. Barron. Barron from Humphries. Now Strachan. Sweeney. Whelan. No foul. Richard Wood. Quinn. Peacock. And now Brunt. Sun causing problems then for McGovern. Had to shield his eyes as he took that ball out of the air. Porter. More decent progress from Joel Porter. Rocastle, though, denied him. Nelson. Now Robson. Losing out in the battle to Peacock. Whelan finds Brunt. Chris Brunt has a go.
Well, he's certainly having a go this afternoon. That's his third effort. Getting closer every time. Again, Peacock does well against Robson. Patient build-up. They all sit off him, allow him to shoot. Decent strike, but doesn't keep it under the bar. Body shape just a little bit off. Just takes it over the top.
Brunt, who stepped up to the Northern Ireland senior scene with his first cap-back cap in August, seems to fancy his chances of scoring here today.
Well, his first one was the best chance. Had a lot of time to make up his mind and maybe pick the wrong option. But clearly a talent.
Well, all the attempts have been Sheffield Wednesdays. Hartlepool yet to trouble David Lucas.
Goalkeeper have to feel sorry for. He's desperate for his first bit of work in a game to make his first save. We're 34 minutes in and he's not had to make one.
So Porter looking to give Wood the slip. When you feel he's handed the ball is when he's been lining up these goal kicks, David Lucas. He played for Preston here in their loss in the final of 2001 when Bolton got into the Premiership. Nelson. Porter sets off. Over the top.
Well, we see the intelligence of Porter there. Gambles on the long ball, gets in between the two defenders. See him here, gets in between the defenders, sees the keeper off his line, just doesn't bring it down quickly enough, but still intelligent running. The worst effort you'll see.
Good bit of improvisation from Joel Porter. David Lucas, who's really been very unlucky with injuries anyway, appears to have something of an injury problem here. So Wednesday, hope they'll be able to sort out pretty rapidly.
His hamstring's gone. I don't see him staying on. You try getting other people to take your goal kicks for you, but you're restricted going across your line and when you're making saves. We'll see why it goes. There we see straight away the agony. He knows something's gone. And that's a big blow.
Well, will the manipulation work?
We saw in the Premiership Russell Holt against Man United got injured and then couldn't get down to save one of the goals, so it's important he gets it right. Lucas tells his manager exactly what's wrong. Does he think he can carry on?
We'll soon find out how that injury is as he lines up another clearance. Stretching David Lucas, but seems to have shrugged off the worst of it anyway.
It's getting cold out there. He's had very little to do this first half in the shade.
Here's Whelan. Sweeney got enough on it to just check his stride. Cleared by Bullen. Lee Peacock. Now McGovern. It's Alex Bruce with the cross. Brunt's header.
Trying to build up positive from Sheffield Wednesday. Just that final ball. Letting them down a little bit. But I've been so impressed with Peacock and Quinn. They've led the line so well. Their intelligence use of the runs. They're getting behind, especially Robson. That's where all the danger's coming from. Hartlepool haven't been able to close that down.
Joel Porter wrestled aground by Richard Wood.
Bit of backing in, bit of pushing. Surprised the referee gave that one. A bit fussy.
Sweeney, Porter, Westwood and Nelson all in the line here. Inviting ball from Strachan, but clearing header by Alex Bruce. Now Matty Robson. Tries to get the better of McGovern, who blocks the cross.
And what Hartlepool have lost now is the pace of Butler down that left-hand side. Williams not the flying machine down that flank. Humphries similar on the other side, so it's going to be difficult to get decent supply to the strikers.
It's Gavin Strachan's corner. Sweeney pulled it back. Nice move, but Boyd couldn't convert it.
But that's the best chance for me. He's not been involved very much, and maybe it showed there, Boyd. Intelligent use of the ball from Sweeney, aware, had to take it early, leading back. That is a good opportunity for a striker. You expect things like that to come your way. Maybe took the wrong foot there. Was it a left foot shot rather than a right? I think it was.
We'll normally give Boyd a sight of goal, and he comes up with the goods. He's one short of 30 for the season now. What a place it would be to reach that milestone. Here's McGovern, and Whelan's made a useful run, but Westwood was in control of that situation anyway before his goalkeeper came.
Well, a player on both sides. Whelan, Sheffield Wednesday, and Sweeney for Hartlepool do that job very well, breaking beyond the strikers. They're allowed to do that because Rocastle will sit in there and help, and so will Strachan.
Barron. Porter lets it run, gets it back from Boyd. The fact that he'd gone down meant he couldn't. The compliment returned. This is Westwood, now Humphries.
Well, if it does stay like this till half-time, I'm happy a manager would be Hartlepool's without doubt, because they've been second best this first half, still 0-0.
Humphries, Boyd. It's Gavin Strachan. Robson. Wrestled out of it by John Paul McGovern. Quinn left behind neatly for McGovern, who's kept up his run. Brunt the man over to the left here. Whelan climbs here, and Quinn got in each other's way.
Well, that's a good opportunity, saying shout, tell me. Whelan's telling Peacock or Quinn there. In each other's way, good opportunity missed.
It's Bruce's throw-in. Nelson. Back by Rocastle. This is Heckingbottom. Whelan. McGovern. Bruce. Quinn just trying to drag it through for Lee Peacock. It was Westwood who cleared.
They've got a good understanding, Peacock and Quinn. Didn't quite come off that time, but if you're going to flick it, that's where to flick it, round the opponent's penalty box.
Wood. Cleared by Barron. Glenn Whelan. Guides it through for Lee Peacock!
Well, I said I'd just seen the best chance of the match at the other end with Boyd, but I think that's just edges that one out. Again, Whelan, terrific going forward from midfield. Sets off, nobody near him, sees the run, the intelligent run of Peacock, And look at, he's totally off balance when he hits that. Lovely ball, lovely run, does everything right, but this bit where he's totally off balance. It's almost deja vu from yesterday a little bit. Lincoln totally dominated the first half of the match, and Sheffield Wednesday likewise.
Stakes so high, so much resting on the outcome of games like this that the first half of them does often tend to be tense, close.
The thing is, half-time, if it's 0-0, which it looks like it's going to be, Sheffield Wednesday will feel they should have had this game under control by now, and they haven't.
Played in by Strachan. Away by Wood. Humphries challenging at the edge with Westwood. Missed kick by Bullen, which could cause problems. Humphries hits it. Robson. Now Gavin Strachan finds Westwood. Strachan was pulled back as he delivered that pass. Here's Nelson. 2 minutes have been added on in the first half. By Bullen. Here's Whelan. Quinn. McGovern. Away by Westwood.
The problem is for Hartlepool because Robson's getting forward too much and he's getting caught out.
Peacock looks for Rocastle. It's a good ball in there, and John Paul McGovern has scored for Sheffield Wednesday, right on the brink of half-time.
Well, I was just mentioning Paul Robson there. He got caught out again there, and Nelson's having a right go at him. But McGovern gambled, as good players do in the box. Again, an intelligent build-up from Sheffield Wednesday, a patient one again. You see here, Rocastle starts it, gets the 1-2, nobody goes with him. It's an intelligent, just a tease across there, invites somebody to attack it. McGovern obliges, lovely little 1-2. Why has nobody gone with Rocastle? That's what's cost them. Puts it in the right area, and Lott caught napping at the far post. Gets in a good area, doesn't panic, just teases it back, and that's a terrific finish. It's a good gamble. Look at the manager, he's delighted. And don't let them deserve it.
Fellow Scot of Paul Sturrock, John Paul McGovern scores his third goal in his last 4 matches, and what a huge goal it is as well for Sheffield Wednesday. He helped to get them here with his semi-final goal, and he's put them in the driving seat close to half-time. Boy looking to strike back instantly, straight at the goalkeeper.
That's when you're at your most vulnerable there. Can't switch off. It's the first save of any note from Lucas. And we said if it stays 0-0, it hasn't. Hartlepool will be the happier. They're not going to be now. That's a sloppy bit of defending that's cost them at a terrible time.
A crucial goal in first half injury time has given Sheffield Wednesday their half-time lead. A neat 1-2 involving Rocastle before the setup for John Paul McGovern. And the Sheffield Wednesday fans are in orbit here. It had been tense for them before that, as chances had gone begging. Hartlepool had started to grow in confidence, but that goal might just start to make them wilt, and the Sheffield Wednesday fans reflect now with more optimism after that all-important breakthrough. It's Hartlepool 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1 at the Millennium Stadium. But that's a side issue for Sheffield Wednesday. Their fans already seem to be celebrating promotion at half-time. They were on such a high at the fact the goal had come so close to the break. But the big question on their lips now will be, can Sheffield Wednesday defend their lead? Straight from the off, Whelan looks to Peacock, and it's cleared by Avian Williams. He and Richie Humphries have switched sides at the start of the second half for Hartlepool.
Might just mix it up a little bit. They won't get very little joy in the first half. It's easy to say that it was a good time to score a goal. Any time's a good time to score a goal, but particularly when Hartlepool were looking to go in 0-0 and would be happy with that. That just takes the edge right off it for them, and they've now got to get that belief back into the minds to get back in this game.
Strachan. One was raised there against Glenn Whelan, and that, as much as anything else, convinced referee Phil Crossley to give the free kick. It's Heckingbottom to take. In for Peacock. Cleared by Strachan. It was Porter. Trying to set Williams away, and he just managed to get the edge on Brunt, who's desperately trying to get back at him, and does. Williams inside though, cleared by Heckingbottom. Sweeney. Now Robson.
It's a bit more natural now. Humphries and Williams have switched flanks. A bit of early encouragement from Williams there.
They've stuck McGovern right in front of Humphries because they know the danger of his long throws here. He's looking for Porter from it. Oh, we've got a flick back! And would you believe it? They've got the equaliser! And it's Avian Williams, the Welshman in Cardiff, who's brought Hartlepool level!
Well, it's come from nowhere, the big bomb into the box that Sheffield Wednesday know all about. But they couldn't defend. I think the first touch came from Bullen. And there's a gamble at the far post by Williams. We know he's a striker. Long ball in. I think Bullen, we see, get the touch, he does, but he gambles. And again, for the first goal in the first half, they fall asleep at the far post here. We see again, he gambles, the defender doesn't, and his hands are in his head. Head's in his hand there. We see him. Striker's instinct gets in here. Easy task of putting it in, but a lot of space, a lot of time to do it.
Avian Williams, who started the match on the bench, he must have wondered if he would get his chance in this big game. He did, because of Thomas Butler's first half injury. And he has scored the goal that brings joy to the travelling Hartlepool fans.
Paul Sturrock a bit disappointed with the defending there. Long throw.
It's James Quinn. Now Brunt pulls it back for Peacock, and McGovern was closing in. Robson got a touch to it.
Good attack by Peacock at the near post yet again. Does that so well. What were we talking about, the times of goals?
And here's a chance for Boyd. Crucial intervention from Bruce.
Terrific intervention, good read of the game, good awareness, and had to be onto it very quickly there. Lovely ball weighted in there, but look at Bruce, the time is perfect. If he gets it slightly wrong, it's a penalty. He gets it perfect.
Hartlepool have come back to life, and Gavin Strachan will deliver this corner for them. Cleared by the head of Heckingbottom. Robson. Robson will be as relieved as anyone that that equaliser has come.
Two carbon copy goals defensively. Going to sleep at the far post. Both the defenders, people who gamble, get in and get the goals.
So as it turned out, it was only the half-time break that prolonged Sheffield Wednesday celebrations at their goal from John Paul McGovern. Within 2 minutes of the restart, Hartlepool level.
I was always told, expect the unexpected. You know, and both those defenders have not done that. They've gone to sleep, they've switched off just for a second, and they've been punished for it.
Westwood. Rocastle. Peacock. McGovern, the man whose goal has been cancelled out. This is Quinn getting his body in the way ahead of Westwood. This is Bruce. Vicious.
And nothing wrong with that. Skip past the defender. Nobody's come towards him. He thinks, well, let's have a shot. Why not? Good work again by Quinn. Just clipped there. Look, nobody comes towards him. He thinks, well, why not have a go here? Doesn't hit the target, but still have to have a go.
Well, all his half-time words have gone to waste, Paul Sturrock.
You can bet your body $1 that the thing he said at half-time, get out, start the second half right. Don't lose your concentration. Don't take any chances. All goes out the window.
Barron.
Paul Sturrock has got the trump card to play. We know that in McLean.
Humphries. Looking for Boyd. It's Woods' header away. Cleared by Heckingbottom.
The tempo's so much better from Hartlepool at the start of this second half, and it was Williams who started not with the goal, the run before where he had a shot. It was blocked, but they started better in the second half. The tempo was much better.
Adam Boyd. Porter. Matty Robson. He's past McGovern. Saw the glory for himself.
Well, he does like getting forward. He has got an eye for a goal. There's a bit of an adrenaline rush here. Good possession again, good patient build-up, with a little bit of trickery, and the adrenaline rush there. Look at his body shape there. Totally off balance when he hit it.
And had he hit it right and got the goal, perhaps he would have felt that was closure on his first half. A mistake that allowed McGovern to score for Sheffield Wednesday. As it is, still anybody's game. Humphries.
Concourse at half-time, Sheffield Wednesday fans, you hear him, well, it should be 3, it should be 4, perhaps maybe it should have done, but it wasn't. It's now 1-all. A lot to play for.
Rocastle. Brunt up to his left. Chris Brunt, Peacock wants it played early. Cut out by Westwood.
I think maybe Brunt could have done a little bit better there, maybe got in the box, caused a few more problems, took it early.
Wood and Bullen forward from the back. Wood charging in.
That's terrific quality from the corner there from McGovern.
Sweeney paying for his bravery.
It's whipped in with pace towards the near post. It's attacked well by Wood. Just a collision there, maybe against the post. Wood, does he push him against it?
He's communicating at least, Sweeney, but the impact of the fall.
Whether he just clipped the post on the way down. Very close to it.
More than double the number of Hartlepool fans amongst the Sheffield Wednesday contingent. They're all making plenty of noise as the game again rests on a knife edge. Good pass from Barron carries despite Quinn's attendance. Here's Lee Bullen. Still off the field at the moment, although it doesn't look as though he'll be off for too much longer. Indeed, he's back on. Quinn. Rocastle. Recovery challenge from Boyd and then cleared by Williams.
Couldn't quite get it out of his feet there. Rocastle, intelligent play again from Quinn.
Whelan. McGovern. Now Bruce. Quinn. McGovern. That's cleared Peacock, well taken.
Good goalkeeping there.
It's an area in goalkeepers where Hartlepool feel they're well served. Stantopoulos has made the position his own this season.
That magnificent was he in the semi-final at Tranmere.
There's a real presence about him, doesn't he? The one-time Greek under-21 international.
Surprised they're going to shirt me to get that name wrong.
Porter. Bruce. Now Humphries. Away by Wood. Sweeney.
It hasn't happened so far in this second half. Whelan hasn't been allowed to get on the ball in any shape or form. Every time he got the ball in the first half, he was allowed to make quite a few yards with it and cause problems. He's not allowed that this second half.
Here's Joel Porter. And Wood concedes the corner.
Porter does that well. He gets in channels, he hurries defenders, he harasses them.
Kick. Slipped as he took it. Humphries. Quinn. Richie Humphries. Trying to get the better of Glenn Whelan. He's pulled it back. Bullen is there. Barron. They've given Strachan too much to do. Wood. Bullen. It's Nelson. Humphries. Boyd. Williams on the far side calling for it. Whelan. Bruce. Nelson's header. Now Porter. Strachan. Humphries. Joel Porter. Neat play this from Hartlepool. Boyd. Sweeney!
Well, terrific build-up yet again. It's a totally different Hartlepool side we're seeing from the first half. Confident, keeping possession very well, good retention, good movement. Good support for the man on the ball. Look at the little pass here. Takes it early. Just couldn't quite get across it.
The team transformed at the moment, Hartlepool. Quinn. Rocastle. Whelan. Cross blocked by Mickey Barron.
Something wrong with Barron. He's signaling to the bench, is he there?
He's had hamstring trouble anyway. He's had a whole spate of injuries at the end of the season. Back by Quinn.
It's clearly struggling, Barron.
They do have a player in Darren Craddock on the bench who can slot in for him.
Don't want to lose your captain, do you?
Boyd. Barron has played every single game that Hartlepool have ever played in the playoffs, but he's not going to see this one out. He didn't see out last year's semi-final second leg, or this year's, and he's not going to see out the final either. Will he be going up to lift the trophy at the end of the evening as captain? Darren Craddock, at 20 years of age, comes on with a big onus on him now.
Hard man to replace. Barron leads by example, the skipper. Hardly troubled first half. The experience of Humphrey's been given the armband. No surprise there.
Boyd. Wood. Sweeney. It's Westwood. Joel Porter.
Well, again, intelligent running into the channels, dragging the big centre-halves out where they don't like going.
Nelson. This is Bullen. By Peacock. McGovern. Bruce. McGovern. Got past Nelson. Peacock. Good hit by McGovern into the side netting though.
Well, it's a good strike. It's good strong play by the strikers again. He follows his pass up here. Strong play. Gets a little bit of a lucky rebound. McGovern follows it up. It's a good strike. Oh, he's just missing into the side netting. See the angle here. It's a good strike. See, I think the Sheffield Wednesday fans thought that was in. They were right behind it. Knew it wasn't. The real first bit of attacking play we've seen from Sheffield Wednesday in this second half. Totally dominated the first 45, but they found it a little bit more difficult this second half.
Quinn. McGovern. Not the ball that Whelan was looking for.
Well, he could have released it earlier. Whelan had made a terrific run in a lot of space. McGovern turned back outside again, and when he finally played the ball, too much on it.
Nelson. Strachan. Whelan, well, he won his initial duel with Strachan and was then taken down by Westwood.
Could he have stayed on his feet here? Does well here, strong. I think he can stay on his feet. Was there any contact?
The referee hasn't produced any cards so far. And Phil Crossley is just putting Westwood on a final warning for that as well.
I think Whelan stays on his feet there. Either he's got the option of doing something or there's a man wide for him. But it's still a good opportunity from here.
So where is their modern-day Chris Waddle?
It's virtually impossible, isn't it? Nobody like it.
McGovern or Brunt will fancy their chances here. It's Chris Brunt. Unlucky.
Very unlucky. That looked a terrific strike. He's had a few in the first half that he's nearly delivered. It's a long way out, but what a good clip this is. And that's just scraped the outside of the post. Terrific technique. A bit further away than we thought, but still good technique from Brunt.
He had joy with a free kick in the semi-final, although he had a bit of luck with that against Tranmere via a deflection. Craddock's throw. Higginbottom's header away. Craddock again. Wood. Brunt's boot was raised. Boyd.
At this stage, how much McLean is coming into Portstoric's thoughts. 20-odd minutes to go, and do you put him on now and take the chance of going into extra time in another half hour? Because he's missed quite a bit of the end of the season. How fit is he?
Here's McGovern. They look to stretch Hartlepool here. Look for Peacock with the ball. Westwood, though, got across.
Well, is it a matter of time before that ploy works? The ball from McGovern, the attack by Peacock at the near post. Love to see strikers do that. I was always taught as a striker, hit the near post, and I'd get a right battering by the manager if I didn't.
Brunt's corner. Castle. Nelson. On by Quinn. Here's Peacock. Now McGovern. Followed up round the back, but it was too late, it had gone behind.
Well, you expect quality from John Paul McGovern. It didn't quite happen for him there. Got in a good area, but couldn't quite get his boot wrapped round it.
As though they might have to be forced into another change here with John Daly, because Joel Porter is struggling with injury. He had a thigh problem anyway coming into the playoffs, which kept him out of the starting lineup for both of the semi-finals. And he's going off here to be replaced by John Daly.
He's been lively second half, Porter. It could be a loss.
Replaced by 16, John Daly.
Daly, who's playing for his third club of this season. Joined from Stockport, and he'd already had a loan spell at Grimsby from there. He scored for all of those clubs, although just the one for Hartlepool, and it was one that helped them to get into the playoffs against Bournemouth on the final day. Here's Williams.
Was right in front of the assistant, but was it a foul? Nips past him here. Their arms and legs flail, scaling, but he gets a touch on the ball and then goes to ground.
Gavin Strachan with the free kick. Sweeney! Daly just on the scene, gets his head to it, and Hartlepool are in raptures.
Well, managers live and die by their substitutions sometimes. What a substitution this has been. Enforced, we know. It's about quality of the delivery. I'm not so sure it was a free kick in the first place, but look at the attack. Goalkeeper in no man's land. Terrific header. Good attack. No stopping that. Too much power. Nobody picks him up. Look at the space he gets here. In between two. Hangs well, and that's a terrific finish.
1 minute and 6 seconds on the pitch, and John Daly truly is a super sub for Hartlepool. A blistering header that was unstoppable, and Hartlepool from 1-0 down are now heading towards the championship.
Well, the boys at half-time said Hartlepool are not out of this game, and don't we know it now? It's all about the delivery. If you get quality delivery and you're given something to attack as a striker, you'll always have a chance.
Here's McGovern. Now Quinn. James Quinn. And Westwood manages to get it away. On by Daly, here's Boyd. Peacock. And cleared by Nelson, with Daly coming back from an offside position. Well, what is Paul Sturrock thinking at this moment? He went into half-time with his team leading, his supporters celebrating. They already look as though they were partying, but now it's all turned around, and this is Adam Boyd. And that's only just wide.
Transformation has been staggering from Hartlepool. They're buoyant, they're on top. We see Boyd skip past, takes it early, just drags it across the face of the goal. Unlucky.
Here's Wheeler. Now Bruce.
Well, there's the man who made the goal. Hartlepool to take the lead. Terrific quality, good delivery, attack well by Daly. The keeper's got no chance. Look at Dad. How proud is he there? Terrific header by Daly.
Well, Daly the hero, but a new job for Gordon Strachan at Celtic, and will it be a new division for Gavin Strachan? Well, a whole series of substitutions here for Paul Sturrock. Drew Talbot is coming on to take the place of Lee Peacock. And next on is the man we wondered if we would see, Steve McLean. They're going to gamble now on his fitness and take off James Quinn. Patrick Collins is coming on as well in place of Alex Bruce.
Well, it's a big gamble, 3 subs being thrown on. All you need is 1 injury now, you're in trouble if you get back in the game. I'm surprised Quinn and Peacock have gone off. 1 maybe, but both. It's a big gamble.
Williams.
It's amazing, 2 in 4 substitutions, and both substitutes have done the business.
Boyd, here's Craddock. Sweeney. Back by Whelan, there's Heckingbottom to clear. Talbot. Brunt. McGovern. Nelson. That's Heckingbottom. Whelan. McGovern. Westwood cuts it out.
Terrific ability, one by a midfielder, one by a defender there. The ball from Whelan is terrific out to McGovern. Good first touch, Robson dives in there, tricks him, does the right thing, tries to tease it across. Westwood has to get there.
And from Brunt's corner, Westwood climbs to clear. Back across by Brunt. Westwood struggling to clear. Good attempt by Talbot.
Long way out for an overhead kick, but why not try and catch them napping?
Boyd's made the run. Giving Williams the angle to find him. And Rocastle here having to try and hold him off. Big week ahead for Gordon Strachan as he takes over at Celtic Park, but what an occasion for him to enjoy before that. Gavin Strachan, who once had a trial with Sheffield Wednesday incidentally, and played against Hartlepool in a pre-season friendly, is now showing them what they missed out on when they didn't sign him. But Sheffield Wednesday could get level if Talbot could maybe make something of this. Taken away from him by Robson, for whom the afternoon has turned around so magnificently.
Yeah, he had to get a foot in there. I thought Talbot may have done a little bit better, but he's only just come on trying to get the pace of the game.
Strachan. Humphreys. Brunt. Heckingbottom. Rocastle. Bullock. Well, Talbot's unlucky. And Humphreys clears. Wood. Rocastle. Wood. Wins the throw. McGovern's cross. Talbot has a stab. Is he still going to get there? He was pulled back by Westwood. It's a penalty.
Well, there certainly looked to be contact there, but Craddock and Westwood livid. We see here, gets a lucky bounce, gets in front of Westwood. There's a push on there's an arm on the back of him. You can't do that. And he's having a right go at the referee. He's off as well. Well, how games turn on the head so quickly. There's definitely a hand on the back there.
A red card for Chris Westwood. Hartlepool in the last 10 minutes down to 10 men, and now relying on a goalkeeper who saved 2 penalties in a shootout to get them here to try and preserve their lead. And the man on whose fitness they've gambled has the task of drawing Sheffield Wednesday level. Steve McLean, who they thought would miss the rest of the season, plays a crucial part in it by scoring the goal that draws Wednesday level.
Well, how's your bottle, son? Oh, it's all right, thank you very much. He's hardly had a touch of the ball, but he's confident enough to go and stick that ball a bit luckily in the back of the net. The keeper's unlucky, but he's brave enough to take it. He's looking at it, gets a hand on it, the power's beat him. But that takes a big man in a big situation to do what he did, believe me. Gets a hand, but no chance of stopping the power. And they look at him, he can't watch it, he knows it's in now. Oh, look at the relief.
Well, Sturrock had to rely on the reaction of the crowd to tell him that that goal from his top scorer has put Sheffield Wednesday back on level terms.
And 10 men. How close to glory you can be 1 second, how far away the next.
Well, that's the playoffs for you. Down 1 minute, up the next. Heckingbottom.
Well, the referee made a big decision, then giving the penalty and sending Westwood off, who'd been impressive up until that moment.
Supported club, Sheffield Wednesday, but they thought it was going to be another day of woe with the way the second half started.
Can't speak highly enough about this man, McLean. To have the bottle and the nerve after he's been out so long to do what he did, terrific.
Strachan. Humphries looking for a way through. Well, plenty over then for McLean, but he fell over the ball. And it's Bullen. Well, what are the contrasting emotions of the two managers now? Martin Scott still questioning that decision. Paul Sturrock relieved that it happened.
It wasn't big contact, but they'll definitely look to have a firm hand on his back.
Daly could be in here. That's just beat him. Williams. Heckingbottom. McLean looks to McGovern. Right round the back looking for Talbot. Brunt. Offside flag up against Steve McLean.
Was this a penalty? Was it a sending off? How much contact was there? See the ball, he gets a little bit of luck, gets beyond, and there's contact there. That's got to be a penalty. The referee's got it right.
The dream is still alive for Paul Sturrock to start the Sheffield Wednesday revival. Just when it looked as though it was slipping away, his triple substitution has worked for him. One of the players brought on won the penalty, and another took it and scored.
Well, they say it's hard to play against 10 men. We'll see how difficult Sheffield Wednesday find it. How much resilience, how much belief Hartlepool have still got. Can they take it into extra time and maybe the penalties?
McLean. Two over to his right. Who was struck against Chris Brunt.
Well, we see how well he gets into dangerous areas, McLean. Just his lack of fitness will find him out, even for the amount of time he could be on the pitch.
Well, they were parting at half-time, and it was premature. They're not even in the lead now, but they're still in the mood to party. Cardiff is vibrant.
Say this is why you play the game, this is why you coach, this is why you support your team. These sort of occasions, you have to enjoy every second of them. Don't come along very often.
Well, if you can guarantee going up in the playoffs, this is certainly the stage on which to do it. It's just such a feeling of emptiness if you are to miss out here. McGovern.
Robson does well there. Sheffield Wednesday obviously feel that this is maybe a little bit of a weak link down this right-hand flank.
Heckingbottom. McGovern's header. Humphreys. Bullen's ball in. McLean. Now McGovern. John Paul McGovern.
How dangerous is he? Cuts inside this time, can go on the outside. They're just trying to get the ball out to him as much as possible. And slip there, plays a 1-2, gets it back from McLean. Decent drive, goes over, but what a danger he is. Bright, intelligent, doesn't trouble the keeper.
Paul Sturrock's many superstitions is that he can't bring himself to watch stoppage time. Is he going to force himself to watch whatever's added on here?
I think he probably do what he normally does. Why change the habits? Yeah, that's superstitious.
What if it includes extra time as well? Is he going to go missing for half an hour?
Yeah, where's he going to go for half an hour? Surely. Who would be a manager? Fluctuations in this game of ours. One minute euphoric, the next minute just down in the dumps.
Still plenty of people apply when the vacancies come up though, which is why Martin Scott, I'm sure, would like the job at Hartlepool full-time. Away by Robson for the corner.
How evident is it that this is where they think Sheffield Wednesday they can win this game with McGovern against Robson?
Heckingbottom, Wood, Collins and Bullen all in there for Brunt's corner.
Everybody came near post and stood up centre, and nobody stayed at the back post there. It was a good flick. Everybody had come in too flat.
Brunt. Away by Nelson.
Hartlepool started the better in the second half, but the possession still goes to Sheffield Wednesday.
Whelan's strike, and it's back to him. 3 minutes of stoppage time have been added on. Brunt looks for the cross. Chance here! Wonderful challenge though from Nelson. It was Wood who'd lined it up. Committed forward heavily here, Sheffield Wednesday. It's John Paul McGovern. And he's gone for it!
Well, if anybody's going to win this game for Sheffield Wednesday, you think it's going to be John Paul McGovern.
We may be in injury time, but there is no shifting him today. Paul Sturrock looks as though he's suffering all the agonies you associate with managers in the playoffs, but he's staying put. Is there to be the final glory for his team before we get as far as extra time? They're battering away at 10-man Hartlepool. Westwood having gone off, Williams having had to drop to right back, and Craddock filling in alongside Nelson. It is very much a question of hanging on now for the men from the northeast. Collins. Getting set away by Talbot, but that's asking too much of him.
And if it is to go into extra time, the 10 men have just got to dig right in. The concentration levels have got to be kept up, because the mind gets tired as well as the legs, and that's when you start making mistakes.
Here's Nelson. Oh, he's in trouble here against Talbot! Brunt! Good block by Williams. Heroic defending from Hartlepool.
Well, it didn't have to be heroic, this as well. Brunt there, that's the block there, throwing bodies at it. That's what they've got to do, Hartlepool. He's a striker.
Wood. Nelson slipped. Defending by Wood. But Daly's gone down, and the referee has blown for full time, so 90 minutes has not been able to separate these sides. Steve McLean has taken us to extra time with his coolly taken penalty after another substitute. John Daly felt that he perhaps won the game for Hartlepool, but it was not to be the case. John McGovern's early goal had been cancelled out right at the start of the second half by yet another substitute, Avian Williams, but Hartlepool will have to battle through extra time with 10 men. Chris Westwood having been sent off for the challenge on Talbot that led to the penalty, the crucial penalty that has taken us to an extra 30 minutes.
Thanks, Rob. For the second day running, we are going into extra time. Bertels and Rob Hawthorne.
Half hour now. We're still no closer to knowing who will be in the Championship next season. Whether it will be Sheffield Wednesday, who've had the lead in this game, or whether it will be Hartlepool, who led 2-1, only to be clawed back by that penalty in the last 10 minutes of the 90. Both of the managers have used all three of their substitutes, and 3 of the goals have been scored by substitutes. Here's Glenn Whelan.
Legs are going to tire in extra time, and I think some mental strength from both sets of players. Who's going to come out on top? Who's the stronger? Who's got the concentration levels better? It's easy for me to say. My concentration's going even now in extra time.
Back by Richie Humphries. I wonder now if it's a question for Hartlepool of playing for penalties, bearing in mind that that was what got them here.
you've got to think that that's what's in their minds. They try and go for it gung-ho, that they're just going to encourage Sheffield Wednesday onto them, and we've seen how dangerous McGovern's been all afternoon.
Humphries. Caught by Glenn Whelan.
That's what they've got to do, get fouls, just run the clock down if they possibly can. Frustrate Sheffield Wednesday.
Strachan put in the delivery from which John Daly put Hartlepool ahead. He's in there again, but finds himself positioned behind Lee Bullen this time. Back in from Boyd. Sweeney climbing. Strachan. Robson just shows too much of it to McGovern. Now here's Talbot. McLean up ahead. Williams does enough.
Clean. Taking a good position up there. Better delivery would have sent him clear.
Here's Wood. Lee Bullen. Get it back by McLean. And sliced clear by Evian Williams.
Well, Daly's got a thankless task running the only lone roll up front. Boyd's had to drop back in midfield to help out. Sheffield Wednesday have got to do, they've got to be patient. They've got 11 out there, just make the ball do the work, get the Hartlepool midfield and back four chasing, stretch it a little bit.
Bullock. Nelson. Nearly out of trouble from McLean, but it's fallen to Glenn Whelan. And he goes on Whelan! Yes! Sheffield Wednesday heading in the right direction now. Is Whelan's goal enough to take them all the way to the championship?
Well, his first half performance was terrific. Drifted out, but that's the man you've got to blame, I'm sorry. As a centre-half, 10 men, you cannot try and be clever. You just can't do it. You clear your lines. And Whelan has made him pay in a big, big way. You hate to see players make individual mistakes that cost games, but look, he does ever so well here. Then he tries to be clever, and he gets caught out, tries to chest it down. Whelan capitalises, strong here, terrific finish in the end. But look, you don't do that as a centre-half. 10 men, give the opposition the time and the wherewithal to get back in front, and he does it to perfection here. Tries to pull him down, sees his mistake, just can't rectify it. Decent strike, keeper's got no chance.
One of their most dynamic performers on the day. Glenn Whelan crowns that performance with his 4th goal of the season. They haven't won any of those when they've scored, when he scored his previous 3, but if they can change that habit, then Sheffield Wednesday will be going back up a league.
Well, he'll try and atone for his mistake there. He'll be desperate to get his team back on level terms.
Aimed towards Nelson. Cleared by Talbot. Wood. Now Robson.
That's disappointing, and that flattens you. You've got time to put a delivery in, that'll put pressure on your opponents. It goes way over the crossbar into safety for Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, the sinking feeling now for Hartlepool, but contrast that with the pleasure that Sheffield Wednesday are feeling. They've allowed themselves to get carried away before, and it has come back to haunt them. But now with Hartlepool down to 10 men, Surely the balance is tipped in Sheffield Wednesday's favour.
Well, if you think the Hartlepool fans are down, think how Michael Nelson feels. He'll be devastated.
Sad for Nelson, who was such a hero in getting Hartlepool this far. Daly trying to pull away from Heckingbottom. Offside, Drew Talbot.
Okay, back from an offside position. All of a sudden, Sheffield Wednesday have gone a little bit nervy. They've gone in front and they perhaps don't know what to do now. They were desperate to get in front, but when you do get in front, you think, well, do I go for another one? Do we settle for 3-2? We're playing against 10 men.
Daly's header on. Boyd helps it on. No one there to pick up the pieces. McGovern. Talbot trying to leave it behind. Yeah. Either McLean or Rocastle. This is Whelan. McGovern. Talbot. Collins. Rocastle. McGovern. Paul Heckingbottom. This is Brunt. Frees Heckingbottom. Time to measure the cross.
Again, there's just no pressure on Heckingbottom there. And he just puts it straight in the goalkeeper's arms.
Here's Boyd. Back to Daly, but cleared by Wood.
Boyd has gone back up front with Daly. They have to do that. They have to gamble a little bit now to get back in this game.
Here's John Paul McGovern. McLean. Here's McGovern. Rocastle. Now Collins.
They don't want to do Sheffield Wednesday, give the ball back to Hartlepool.
Dillon had a piece of Adam Boyd's shirt. Gavin Strachan with a free kick. Nelson on. Looking by Humphreys, but over the top.
That's tired, that, isn't it? Legs are getting heavy, concentration dips a little bit. You know how close you were to glory and it's suddenly been taken away from you.
McLean. Now Brunt. Wood. Here's Boyd. Williams, keeper Sweeney, Nelson, Humphreys, good hit.
That was a good hit, straight at the keeper. Either side, you got a chance.
Here's Rocastle. Bottom. McLean. Brunt.
That's naive play by Brunt. Just keep the ball moving, keep Hartlepool chasing in midfield, make it difficult for them.
Daly gets the flick on, and Boyd just couldn't bring it down.
This is how quickly it can turn around. You lose the ball at one end and the next minute it's in your penalty area. Keep possession, that's the key for Sheffield Wednesday now. Don't give it cheaply back to the opposition.
Brunt chased on that last occasion. Here's Wood. Here's Heckingbottom. Brunt again. Talbot just holding it up from Michael Nelson.
It's better, that's all you have to do.
Heckingbottom. McLean. Well, this is what they needed to do to see it through to a successful conclusion. Space here for Talbot, but he gets the shot all right.
I didn't realise how much space and time he did have there, but that's what you do when you're playing against 10, you're a goal in front, you chase, make them chase, keep possession. Despite what happens here today, you know, what a magnificent fight back they put up, Hartlepool, in the second half. They were overrun first half, got back in front. Unfortunate to get Westwood sent off in the penalty.
Well, they've come a long way in a short space of time, Hartlepool. It was a revival that was started by a manager who went on to Sheffield Wednesday, of course, Chris Turner. Continued by Mike Newell and then Neil Cooper, who really should have been a part of this occasion today, but for a fallout out close to the end of the campaign. Looks as though it's going to end in tears for them here. McLean!
Well, he's not scared to have a go, is he? Why not? The season he's had. Probably a little bit of interplay. Does he pick the wrong option? He's got a man in the middle, but he has a strike. He makes the keeper make a save. We have to do. No chance with any of the goals, Constantopoulos.
Brunt's corner. Bullen!
How much would the Sheffield Wednesday fans like to have seen a captain score there?
Whelan. Rocastle. Heckingbottom. Talbot. Kept in by John Paul McGovern. This is the sensible thing to do now for Drew Talbot. Want to throw in out of Nelson as he was looking to take it into the corner. 1 more minute in this first period of extra time for Sheffield Wednesday to see out.
All you have to do is keep possession over there. With the knowledge in the second period of extra time that Hartlepool will have to gamble and push men forward, then the chances come your way.
Martin Scott's team will be attacking the end of the second period of extra time, where they got both their goals already. Bottom. Offside flag up against Talbot. Sheffield Wednesday, they are 15 minutes away now from claiming their place in the Championship, thanks to the goal from Glenn Whelan that occurred early in that first period of extra time.
Come back from one team in red last week. Liverpool's superb performance. Can this team in red emulate them?
They've got 15 minutes. Liverpool did it in 6. Here's Whelan, the man who's put Hartlepool on the back foot. Away by Craddock.
Not a lot you can say in response to that. They did it in 6 minutes.
Of course, the difference for Hartlepool is that they've only got 10 men. Westwood having been sent off. Front cross. Perhaps had to get a touch to that. Menacing presence here from McGovern. This will do for Sheffield Wednesday if they can frustrate opponents like Robson.
See, that was a foul. I mean, I know people don't like to see players going corner flags and try and kill time, but that's what you do as a player. And that's clearly a foul right in front of the assistant. He didn't give it.
Bailey's header on. Sweeney cleared by Heckingbottom. It's Nelson. Strachan. Humphries. Now Robson. Strachan. Lloyd helped it on. Chance here for Sweeney.
Well, that is an immense chance, and there's an immense challenge from Bullen.
Here's McLean. Challenge by Nelson, just holds him up for now. McGovern trying to get round the outside of Robson. Pull back at his shirt, free kick.
Well, tremendous tackling by Bullen at the death there. What a good chance. Gets it in front of him, and look at the timing of that tackle. He had a gain. Has to be perfection. That should be a kick up the backside for Sheffield Wednesday. Knowledge that that can happen.
Here's Talbot.
Just come off him. He's winding the clock down, keeping them in their own half.
Collins. Good run. Was he clipped there by Nelson? Nothing given. Daly. He's fouled by Rocastle.
There's a few tired challenges going in out there. You'd expect that. The referee being lenient with it. The referee have to understand at this level that you're going to extra time. There are tired minds, tired legs, and a little bit of leeway now and again.
Bullen. Humphries. Well, that could be a costly foul.
How silly is this? Looked up, there's only not one, there's two jump all over him. You'd have no arguments with that at all.
Is Strachan going to be the match winner? He hopes so. Strachan sizes it up. Nelson to the right of them. But it's Gavin Strachan against the wall.
You almost felt the sigh of relief from the Sheffield Wednesday supporters there.
Well, they could finish it here. It's Whelan. If he picks the right choice, It could be through, but Nelson back there against Talbot. Oh, how cool is that from Konstantopoulos? He could pay for it still. He did well initially, but then dwelt on it, and Talbot seized upon the moment. McGovern. Rocastle. Craig Rocastle again, no real urgency to get the ball in the box for Sheffield Wednesday. There doesn't need to be.
No, there doesn't. There's under 10 minutes to go, but is it too early to keep going in corner flags? What about the goalkeeper there? What was he thinking of?
Rocastle. McGovern.
All the good work they've done in that corner flag then goes straight out the window as he blasts it straight across the bar.
He knows that his team can't afford to do anything stupid now. They're so close to what they came here for. To be a final twist for Martin Scott's side. Scott, a man who was born in Sheffield, his father a United fan, his father-in-law a Sheffield Wednesday fan. I suppose from the in-laws' point of view they can't really lose today, although I'm sure that family ties would take precedence over old club loyalties.
Christmas Day was interesting around their house. Hartlepool do have out there are two players who are relatively fresh in Daly and Williams. Both have scored goals, so there's still fresh legs out there for them if they get the ball forward in the right areas.
Humphreys. Rocastle and McGovern in a bit of a mix-up. McGovern emerges unscathed. Heckingbottom. McGovern. Just to pull it back from McLean. Cleared though by Nelson. Here's Boyd. Rocastle. Here's Collins. Given away cheaply. This is Robson. Whelan wins it back. McLean looks for McGovern. Offside.
Shattered McLean. It's been out a while. Trying to take its toll out there. How big a part did he play in? Could possibly this victory standing up there, big to take the penalty.
He missed 12 games with a stress fracture of the foot that was expected to keep him out for the rest of the season, but didn't he time his return well? Wood couldn't take the chance there. Daly was just unsettling them.
You want your goalkeeper to come out and demand the ball. Didn't quite happen with Lucas.
Still the worry's not over for David Lucas. 6 minutes of extra time to go. Hartlepool with a corner that Gavin Strachan takes. Daly slips, couldn't get near it, and it's cleared by Collins to Nelson. Humphreys. Barely bring himself to watch at times, Paul Sturrock. Humphries. Away by Rocastle.
Problem is they're giving it straight back to Hartlepool all the time. They're not using it intelligently, using that extra man well.
Arsenal climbing all over the back of Talbot, and he's given away a free kick.
Just what Sheffield Wednesday want. Take the pressure off a little bit, regroup.
Strachan. Robson.
If it stays this way and they do go up Sheffield Wednesday, a lot of teams in the Championship will be delighted with the away support they're going to get next season from Sheffield Wednesday fans.
McGovern. Lost his footing. This is Talbot. McGovern. Now Wheeler. Collins. Wood. Play safe, play sensibly for Sheffield Wednesday now. Hartlepool just trying to harry them into a mistake. Collins. It's a good run from the substitute. Stopped by Craddock. Shot from McLean. The sting taken out of it.
Some run that was from the sub.
Paul Sturrock is taking nothing for granted here, and he's telling Rocastle that he's lost a bit of his focus, that he should be sitting there.
It's about concentration. I think that's what he's trying to do. Concentrate. Don't go too far forward. Don't let us get stretched. You protectors.
They've come too far to let it slip away now. Wheeler. Buller. They've come this far in such a short space of time in Sturrock's reign. Talbot doing the professional thing.
This system just seems to be giving free kicks against Sheffield Wednesday because they're going into a corner flag.
Strachan, on by Daly. That was Craddock. They're back by Wheeler.
He's been terrific, Wheeler, scored the goal. Tirelessly worked in midfield. He's giving good protection, he is concentrating, and he's shattered, look.
One-time Manchester City player for whom his only appearance was here in a UEFA Cup tie against Total Network Solutions. McLean. Scythed down by Craddock.
Terrific play by McLean. Working on memory at times, he must be shattered out there. Knows he's got to hold it, got to commit people, that's what he did.
A feeling of deflation for the Hartlepool fans. But Sheffield Wednesday are 1 minute away from claiming their place in the Championship. Goal now, and even in this week, this month of comebacks, surely that would be done and dusted.
Well, just 2 moments have cost them, haven't they? They're sending off of Westwood, and then I don't know what Nelson was thinking about when he tried to be a little bit too clever. cost them dear.
Hartlepool throwing bodies at it to try and stop Brunt and McLean from frustrating them into submission. Stoppage time is Hartlepool's last hope of taking it to at least a penalty shootout, but Sheffield Wednesday fans know they're closing in on the prize. Another minute to endure though. 1 minute is the indicated stoppage time. They could finish it here anyway. It's Drew Talbot, and the youngest man on the pitch at 18 years of age has Sheffield Wednesday heading for the championship. No question about it now. They are there.
Well, he may be the youngest player out there, but he didn't act like it. He acted like he'd been there for 20-odd years. You don't see better finishers than this, more confident finishers than this, more intelligent finishers than this. He did everything right here. And there's Nelson, he's down and out. But you look at this for a goal and a cool finish. Gamble's here, knows he's in the clear, aware what's around him, goes across his man, goes round the keeper, and what a good finish that is. What he does here, he knows where the man is, he goes across him here to get away, drags the keeper, terrific finish. Wonderful goal, wonderful finish to a cracking afternoon's entertainment. And he knows he's there now. He knows.
And isn't he glad he stayed for stoppage time now? Hartlepool are down and out.
Superstitions? What superstitions?
Williams. Sheffield Wednesday have reached their turning point. This is the day the decline stopped. They are in the championship next season. The youngest player on the pitch made sure of it, Drew Talbot, with their 4th goal on the day in stoppage time, in extra time. Glenn Whelan sent them on the road to it with a goal 3 minutes into extra time after Hartlepool had been reduced to 10 men with the sending off of Chris Westwood. Wednesday were 2-1 down when Steve McLean, the substitute, kept his cool to earn extra time with a well-taken penalty. And from then on, it all went Wednesday's way. Let's hear from their manager, Paul Sturrock.
Paul, you've taken Sheffield Wednesday into the championship. Your proudest day as manager.
Oh, frightening. Look at that crowd, it's unbelievable. You know, they were the last 20 minutes, half an hour, when it looked as if we were out of it, they kept going with us, got the penalty. Obviously a bit of luck getting down to 10 men, and the players were very professional in their approach the last half hour.
What does it also tell you about the character of your side, the way they came back from that?
We're a young team and we've had our ups and downs this year, losing 2-0 leads and things like that, but really in the end, you know, the kids have matured through the season. You know, some of them have played 50, 51 games, and they were still digging deep at the end of that.
When Hartlepool went 2-1 up, did any thoughts cross your mind about missing out this year?
Oh, obviously, you're down and you're chasing the game. We put the 3 subs on, we chased the game, 50 minutes to go. Got the penalty and got ourselves back in it.